Welcome to the Inner Shimmer podcast with Lady Advice. I'm your host, Lady Advice. The goal of this podcast is to help each and every one of you realize that everything you need is within you. You have the ability to glow and grow. Each week, we will tackle topics that will help you conquer the world, survive in today's society, deal with pressure, anxiety, and stress. And we will get you close to that inner shimmer. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy this podcast. Hello, and welcome to the Inner Shimmer with Lady Advice. And I am your host, Lady Advice. It has been so long since I've came to you guys with a fresh new episode, so I am super excited to be doing this special episode. Everything that's been going on with COVID and my career evolving personally, it's just been really hard to record episodes for you guys. But I've decided today to come to you with a fresh, brand new episode. So let's get started. Today's episode is about mixed signals. You guys have experienced, I'm sure, mixed signals in your relationships, in your families, with brothers, with sisters, with all different types of relationships. So today I just want to touch a little bit on mixed signals and how we can avoid them. Number one, we have to be very, very clear about our intentions with someone. Perfect example would be intimate relationships. If you want to pursue someone intimately, be boyfriend, girlfriend, be serious, we need to make sure that we are very clear about how we feel. Even though we may feel this person doesn't reciprocate those same feelings, we still need to make sure that we are absolutely clear. It is also very important that we're even clearer if we don't feel a certain way about someone. Perfect example, if we don't want to pursue an intimate relationship, we don't want to have sex with a person, we don't want to be in a committed relationship, we need to be very, very clear about what our intentions are, how we're feeling, and how we want to progress. Number two, be nice and be caring, but don't backtrack. So let's go back to number one. Once we've told this person that we like them or we don't, we need to be very careful about their feelings. We don't need to backtrack on what we've already told them. So let's say we told this individual that we don't want an intimate relationship. We don't want to be boyfriend, girlfriend, etc. We need to make sure that our verbiage going forward, our body language going forward, is very consistent with what we have told that person. It is very, very easy to mislead people, especially if they're feeling strong emotions for you and you're not feeling the same for them. So we need to be very, very careful to not backtrack on what we've already said. Unless we've changed our mind. Then we need to go back to step one. Being very clear about your intentions, because we can change our mind, but we just need to make sure that our intentions line up with our actions. And last but not least, number three, if you care, say you care. If you mean it, have your actions line up with your words. Sometimes we get afraid that people may not feel the same way we feel. And that's okay, because we can get set up for disappointment sometimes, and it's fine. But at least we can know within ourselves that we were honest and open, And whatever happens from there, we can get over it. It may hurt a little bit. It may sting. Or it even may hurt the other person a little bit and it may sting them. But at least you can go to sleep knowing that you were 1000% honest with yourself and with this person. Make sure you always say what you feel in your heart. Yeah, you may become a little vulnerable at that moment, and that's fine. But being vulnerable is what makes you special. Being vulnerable is what allows you to come into your true self and actually let that other person see who you really are. So it is very, very important. If you care, say you care and have your actions line up with that. Even if you don't care as much as this person may think, make sure you are clear. So, to sum up this mixed signal episode, we talked about being clear about our intentions. We talked about being nice and caring, but don't backtrack on what you said. And we also talked about if you care, say you care and mean it and have your actions line up with your words. So, mixed signals. Sometimes men do it because they feel like they don't want to hurt our feelings. Sometimes women do it because we don't want to hurt feelings. Sometimes we do it because we just want to occupy time and we don't want to be alone. But then we have to think about the other person that's involved. We always have to be honest with the person that's involved. We always have to be honest with ourselves as well, first and foremost. Never give mixed signals because you end up hurting other people's feelings. You end up feeling bad for hurting that person's feelings. And then at the end of the day, you can come out with the short end of the stick. Thank you so much for joining me on a wonderful episode of The Inner Shimmer with Lady Advice. Hopefully you'll join us for our next episode next week. And I hope that this episode has touched your heart, has taught you something, and to help you grow into a better person. Until next time. Thank you so much for listening to the Inner Shimmer podcast with me, Lady Advice. If you enjoyed, please share this podcast with whomever you feel may need it. Also, whatever platform you're listening to us on, please give us a great rating. You can follow us on Twitter at Lady Advice, on Instagram at The Inner Shimmer, on Facebook, The Inner Shimmer with Lady Advice, and you can also email me with any questions or concerns you may have at ladyadvicecolumn@gmail.com. So until next time, keep letting that inner shimmer